Huh. So, what's up, gamers? Sorry, I'll usually do my intro first after I think of something real quick, but this is going to be an unconventional review. I mean, some reviews are more structured. This one is unconventional because right now we have Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning, and yes, this is a review copy I got from THQ and the lovely people from Terminals, and honestly, it's not really much else I can say because I already did this review back in 2012 when it first came out. I have it on the PS3 still, and being that this is a remaster, I wanted to actually see what was really remastered because people use that term. Like when I see something that's remastered, I think of Final Fantasy VII. That's like a real remastering done. Kingdoms of Amalur is a gorgeous game on its own because it had the backing. Alright, so yeah, Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning and now Re-Reckoning had a great backing of great artists. You had author R.A. Salvatore, Spawn creator Todd McFarlane, and of course Elder Scrolls 5 Oblivion lead designer Ken Rolston. So it was just like you had these three dudes that just was like, you know what, let's make our own open world RPG style game. And yes, there is some similarities to Skyrim to this, but it has its own little unique flair. It's more cartoony style in my opinion. You get your regular things you got to do in an RPG. You create your character, there's a nice intro, and apparently you're a revived or, you know, an undead. It's just funny how the game starts off with these two dwarves carting you to put you in a garbage chute for, you know, dead people, and all of a sudden you wake up in a pile of dead people like, oh my god, what the hell is going on here? And then you set off on your adventure as the chosen one, of course. There's always one of those situations where you're the chosen one, but you always gotta wake up in a messed up situation. I would love to wake up in a situation where I'm just like in bed, lying down, somebody wakes me up like, hey, here's breakfast and also you're special. But no, you gotta have a gruesome situation before you set off on your journey to save the world. But yes, this is a game where you have to make a lot of different choices, join different factions, fight for humanity and elf and everybody kind, I don't know. It's just interesting. So as you venture off, you get to build up your character with magic, different types of weapons, which is pretty cool. You can have a primary weapon, secondary weapon, of course. I honestly favor the dual blades and these freaking magical, I want to say, savatars. It's freaking awesome. I mean, I like the magical staff, but I'm not really much of a magic user when it comes to RPGs. I'm more a melee brawler. So I'll dabble in a little magic to save my life, like something like a health regen or something like that. But with Kingdoms of Amalur, you have different types of weaponry, and of course you're going to have to craft some things. Your weapons and armor will have durability, and then it'll be status effect. Pretty much your typical RPG, but like I said, we're here about the whole re-reckoning portion. And honestly, I have to say, it's just smoother. I feel like they just upped up the graphics, not really much of a remastered feel. I mean, I know it's going to take a long time to remake a whole game, but I'm still seeing like early PS4. I mean, even though I'm playing on PC, I don't know, I still got PS3 vibes from it. It's prettier. The colors are more vibrant. The combat is pretty smooth. But it was smooth in the old game too. I don't really see that much of a big difference just reselling an old game, which sadly didn't get that much pull back in the day. It kind of went under the radar under a lot of games, and I'm just seeing them, hey, we're gonna try this again and see how it works well. I mean, you got your base game for $40, or you get the special Fate edition for $59.99, and I'm just like, the pricing is a little bit weird. And so that's a big jump for the Fate edition. It's a big jump from $40 to $65. Wow. But in my honest opinion, for those that never played Kingdoms of Amalur and wanted to give it a shot, this would be a good time to try it out. There are some PC issues from what I heard, but they did patch a few things. I haven't found any issues on the PC version. It's runs smooth. The creatures are funny and fun to fight. Okay, I am lying. There were some weird issues that I just saw on my video when I'm looking at the replay. some enemies actually just stood there after I killed them, and they were stuck in mannequin position. And I was just like, what is going on right now? Why is that even happening? It was awkward in so many ways. But you know, some creatures look better than the others, but like I said, it doesn't really look like it was remastered much. They just slapped on a smoother skin and boom, here you go. We're gonna re-release it, call it Re-Reckoning, and hope for the best this time around. This is our second chance to bring this out. Like I said, give this game a shot. It's pretty good. Price range, I feel like it should have just been 30 bucks. Drop $10 off. That's just me being generous. $30 would have been a better price for this game. Sometimes it can get a little bit weird, but like I said, this is an unconventional review because how do you review a game that doesn't really have that much of a difference? That's how I see it when it comes to these remasters. It's easy, like I said, with other games that really have a remastered feel. Like you got Final Fantasy VII, that's a big difference. But then you have a game like the HD version of Shenmue 1 and 2 that didn't really have that much of a difference. They just made it smoother. That's about it. So with this one, I'm gonna have to say I'm gonna give this 3.5 paws out of 5. That's right, my beast paws are my rating, so if you didn't know that. So yeah, the price, not feeling it that much. The game, just nostalgia, I'm having fun with it anyway, but I already played through it. I was expecting a little bit more additional stuff to it, maybe some remodel work, but other than that, it's just a smoother, upgraded graphics version of the original IP, so not much else I can say on that. That's about it to say on that one. It's interesting. I'm hoping for the best for this one. Maybe they should just come out with a sequel and try that for the next gen consoles. That's how I would say, go for a sequel. Make a sequel for Kingdoms of Amalur, Re-Reckoning, and call it something else. I don't know. I would say give it a shot. It was just overshadowed back in the past, but yeah. So far, that's pretty much it for what I gotta say on Kingdoms of Amalur. I hope you enjoyed this review, even though it was funny and unconventional. But yeah, what can you say? I'm trying to be honest with y'all. I'm trying to give y'all something you gotta keep in mind. You're not supposed to tell somebody what to do. Just give them an idea so they can make their own decision. Simple as that. Other than that, I hope y'all enjoyed. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Let me hear your thoughts on Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning. If you have been playing, if you're enjoying it, what do you feel about it? I want to discuss with my fellow gamers on these type of topics. So, beast out. Added bonus time. I just realized re-looking at the title screen, they didn't even change the title screen to Re-Reckoning. It still says Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning.